gentlemen, today's video is gonna be a fun one if you like competitive battles. So recently, actually yesterday, we got a Polish interview. This is pretty much picking off where we were in the last video, but we got a Polish interview. They stated, now this is in quotation marks, this is going to be happening, PvP to be rolled out at the end of this year. If not, I'd say early next year at the latest. I wanted to wait until we actually had some sort of timetable for the announcement of PvP in Pokemon Go. Now, in order for PvP to work in Pokemon Go, numerous amounts of people have said this time and time again, including myself. The current gym battle system has to go. There has to be a major battle system overhaul in Pokemon Go. But what I've realized in thinking critically on how this could possibly operate, it's not that simple. It really isn't, because Pokemon Go has such a basic core battling system that's kind of set in stone right now, and it's going to be pretty tough to actually change the inner mechanics of battling, because to change the inner mechanics of battling, that means you have to change the inner leveling mechanics. You have to change a lot more going on within the game than just the battle system itself. So you're going to have to overhaul half of the game's entire operation to really get a proper battle system in place for Pokemon Go. So now that we know that we are getting PvP, and when we're getting PvP, to me this is the perfect opportunity to talk about what and how a gym battle system rework in Pokemon Go would look like for PvP. Alright, let's go to the office and let's discuss. Now, to create a proper answer for a PvP mode in Pokemon Go, first we need to talk about what Pokemon is and what Pokemon Go is as a game platform. So, Pokemon, in its originality, especially in the main series games, is an MMO in which you use moves that are selected turn by turn and they are delivered turn by turn. And there are all different types of effects and things that can happen throughout the course of a battle. However, Pokemon Go is a mobile app game. Mobile app game in which you're able to tap and swipe along the screen to achieve what you want to do, which includes catching Pokemon, selecting Pokemon, and battling with said Pokemon. In my opinion, the best way to go about this is to incorporate two different battle modes. So we can leave the regular battle mode for tap and swipe, the charge move battle mode, along with the raids by itself. So I think we should keep the regular battle mode the way it is and just keep it in the game. So we could have a battle mode for gym battles and raids because they basically coincide with each other. That's why it took Niantic such little time to incorporate raids into Pokemon Go, because it fit right in with the battle system as it currently is. However, we have to develop an entirely new battle mode for PvP. So that's what I think we should do, is a PvP battle mode and then the regular standard battle mode. So recently I took the time to take a look at a lot of different methods and strategies for PvP mode in Pokemon Go, and I must say, they all will work. All of them will work, especially the ones that I've seen that have multiple different types of moves, including multiple charge moves, and multiple power-up moves, and then different angles to swipe from left to right. So actually taking the Pokemon Go battling format and trying to incorporate it in a more intuitive way, I really think a lot of people have some genius ways for PvP. Especially FLW videos and trainer tips. Those are the two of the best strategies for PvP that I've seen in a long time. So right now I want to go ahead and introduce my method for PvP, and it's a little bit different than the other ones you may have seen. So the past couple of days I've been thinking about how can we possibly take the type of selectionary battle method of the regular main series games and combined it with the quick pace of Pokemon Go. Because at the end of the day, it has to satisfy the mission statement of the Pokemon Company, and the Pokemon Company wants Pokemon Go to remain a fast-paced, quick, on their feet, on the go type of gameplay style. But PvP has to be more intuitive, and it actually has to incorporate a little bit more depth to the battle system than what we're used to. When I was thinking about my own method of PvP, there was two things I addressed. One was an issue in the main series games, and one is an issue in Pokemon Go. There are two methods of engagement in the Pokemon Go battle system. There are dodges, and there are attacks, and there are charge moves. So you're either dodging from an opponent, and you can see the Pokemon dodging the attack, in Pokemon Go, and you can see the Pokemon attacking. However, in the main series games, you can see the Pokemon attack. However, if the move doesn't hit its mark, you won't actually see the animation in the game. It will just read that the Pokemon's attack has missed. And I always felt like there was something missing with that. I was wondering, now, why can't I see the Pokemon actually dodging and avoiding my attack when I was playing on my Game Boy or on my Nintendo Wii? However, in Pokemon Go, there's a different story. You can actually see a Pokemon dodge, or at least you can see your Pokemon dodge the opposing Pokemon, as well as use charged attacks and regular quick moves as well. So the concept that I came up with is called dynamic dodging in PvP, which is pretty much a incorporation of a few successful game modes of other MMORPGs such as Final Fantasy. So it's going to consist of 3 fast moves and the 1 charge move, which is interesting because I know a lot of people have suggested multiple charge moves, but never multiple fast moves. Energy charge is slower in PvP, engaging the charge moves as a final finishing blow, which is going to be interesting because usually you can hit off about 1 or 2 charge moves a match, sometimes 3 if you're lucky. However, for this mode, I feel like the finishing blow is going to be the charge move right here.
Finish here.
The real challenge of this game mode is just to create a battle style that's not too similar to the main series games, but still has a selective fashion. The CP battle mode is going to consist of 1,500 CP cap, a 2,800 CP cap, and a CP cap unlimited, which is going to be really cool. And I believe there should be a smaller CP cap, so maybe like an 800 CP cap where it's like a little cup, because little cups are going to be freaking awesome in Pokemon Go. We'll talk about little cups a little bit later down the line of the video. But I believe trainers are going to have to be level 5 and up to participate in PvP, and also have to be good friends, because I really think that Niantic is going to incorporate the friend system and the trading system into battling in Pokemon Go. So I feel like, much like a trade, you're going to have to become friends with an individual or a fellow trainer to actually battle against them. So this is going to be the first example of the dynamic dodging PvP method. So you're going to be looking at Rayquaza versus Gyarados. And we're going to pause it, and we're going to take a look at what this would look like in PvP. So you would have 3 different fast moves right here. You have Tackle, Dragon Breath, and Thunder Shock for Rayquaza, and then you'd have a dodge button in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. And what you're going to do with the dodge is that the dodge is going to actually impact a super cinematic and dynamic dodging mini game in which you're going to be able to see if you can dodge the Pokemon or not. But dodging can be unsuccessful, much like Pokemon Go, but this time it's going to be on a more extreme interface. So again, you have a lot of different options right here. So instead of having 1 choice per move, instead of tapping the screen and only being able to use 1 fast move, you have a couple of options here. So again, Rayquaza could deal super effective damage to Gyarados with Thunder Shock, or it could deal strong neutral damage with Tackle and Dragon Breath. But at least with this type of method, you're keeping the pace of Pokemon Go's regular battle method. However, you have some customizability, you have some selection with your battling. And also, you can of course use the charge move Outrage towards the end of the battle to finish it off. I think this is pretty intuitive. Abilities can also be incorporated in Pokemon Go, finally with the addition of this new game mode. So I believe there should be 3 abilities per typing in Pokemon Go, just to keep things a little simple. So abilities can provide a certain spike in DPS in certain situations, such as Blaze, which is a fire-type Pokemon ability which would probably boost the DPS of fire-type attacks once a Pokemon is on low health. Also, there are situations such as type advantage and weather conditions that could trigger abilities, which I thought would be a pretty interesting addition to the dynamic gameplay. Status effects can also be dealt in Pokemon Go, which is a very much needed feature in the metagame. So status effects can be dealt with a 5% chance with exclusive fast moves you can only get through a lucky fast moves. I really think this is going to be really cool. So you can only get a move that can cause a status effect with a lucky fast move. So the only way you can get a lucky fast move is by rolling them through fast TMs, which also adds incentive to participate in the raid system, which is why I really think this would be an amazing idea to incorporate into Pokemon Go. Now, the way you can get a status effect on a Pokemon, which is going to be Sleep, Burn, Paralysis, Frozen, and Burn. Did I say burn? I said burn twice. Anyway, these status effects can have a certain type of effect on a Pokemon as you're battling it. So for example, burning takes, I believe, 1/16 of a Pokemon's health, and actually it can take more damage as it's burned. So you can actually enforce a status condition by using a Lucky Fast move. So say Fire Spin for a Pokemon such as Growlithe could have a 5% chance of burning a Pokemon during a PvP competition. There would be a specific type of Lucky Fast move for every single status effect. There would be an Ice type Fast move that can freeze a Pokemon, an Electro type Fast move that can paralyze a Pokemon, and there can also be a Poison type quick move that could actually poison a Pokemon, which adds damage on top of damage being dealt every single turn. And there's also going to be a Fire type Fast move that can inflict a burn on a Pokemon, which would really add some increased depth to the battle system in Pokemon Go. I think it'd be pretty cool. Now, many people have been speculating that the battle system mode is going to be in correlation with the release of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, meaning the fact that there's going to be a 4-turn, turnstile-based PvP mode. Now, I'm thinking that's not going to be the case because remember, Niantic and the Pokemon Company want Pokemon Go to be different from the main series game. So if they operate it in the same way as Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee in terms of battling is concerned, then there would be kind of a contradiction in their overall method and their overall goal and approach to the gameplay. Now here's an example of a potential status condition in the dynamic dodge PvP method. So Moltres is sitting here with the moveset of Fire Spin, Ember, Wing Attack, and Heat Wave. So Ember would be the special fast move, which has a 5% chance of burning Metagross. In fact, once Metagross is burned, it's going to cause extra damage, including the DPS that Moltres is already inflicting to it in this battle. And that's how you can see a status effect inflicted in this new game mode. Quickly, let's go over the dynamic dodge button. So you see in the lower right hand corner, you're going to see a button called dodge. And what's going to happen if you click it, you have the option to dodge. Normally you can dodge by swiping left and right in the normal battle section. However, you can only dodge if you use the option to dodge. And the dodging is going to be a little bit of a mini game. It's going to be a challenge. So dodge is going to expand and the gameplay is going to slow down. So we're going to be looking at Machamp versus Tyranitar. And we're going to look at an example of the dynamic dodging ability. The gameplay is going to be slowed down and you're going to have a 1 to 2 second interval to tap the button right in the middle of the screen and to be able to dodge, and you're going to be able to take no damage from the move whatsoever. Also, you're going to have the option to dodge once the dodge bar has to charge up. So the dodge bar has to charge up. It's going to take about 4 to 5 hits of impact and DPS for the dodge bar to charge. So you can't dodge every single time. You can only dodge when the dodge bar charges. However, the dodge bar is going to be extremely critical in late game. So it adds some depth because you're going to have to strategize when you're going to dodge and when you're going to take the hits. Much like in a raid battle, you kind of want to strategize, you know, when is the best time to dodge in a raid battle and when is the best time to just take the damage. So it's going to be the same way in PvP. So I really think that the dodge method, the dynamic dodging PvP style, this is my way of PvP in Pokemon Go. Let me know what you guys think about this. You guys can bash it, you guys can take things away from it, you guys can add things to it. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to share this video as well. Share it with everybody. Again, this is just my method of PvP to the community. This is for the community, and I just want to see what you guys think about this PvP method. Anyway guys, that's the way I personally see PvP working in Pokemon Go. DS1 signing out, and don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment on the video, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next one.